attached to the rest of his bones, and he still came home in lights. His soul was eventually dug out once she crawled out of his bed, taking her shoes and her phone just one more time, and she was elsewhere giving head. Oh my, that's why those stores sell pocket knives or ropes to tie around necks. A paradise for giving in and a public revenge death. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. Long ago, when he would still sleep at night, when his head was attached to the rest of his bones, and he still came home in light. His soul was eventually dug out when she crawled out of his bed, taking her shoes and her phone just one more time, and she was elsewhere giving head. Oh my, that's why those stores sell pocket knives and ropes to tie around necks. A paradise for giving in and a public revenge death. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. Oh my, that's why those stores sell pocket knives or ropes to tie around necks. A paradise for giving in and a public revenge death. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts like mine. This place is a refuge center for all the broken hearts around here.
That was Thumbs with the song Noose Love. I'll tell you what, I've been listening to these guys nonstop, and they're just fantastic. So I want to go ahead and get you guys to check them out. Check them out on Facebook. Their name is Thumbs, like these two things. Fantastic band. Anyway, welcome to the brand new episode of Q&A with GDA, or the GDA Q&A with Lance. My name is Lance, obviously, or else it wouldn't be called that. So anyway, I want to go ahead and bring you on a little journey. We're about to change up the podcast, again, so I need to go ahead and kind of get into the mindset of how we're going to be doing the podcast from this point on. Let me go ahead and kind of clean this up. All right. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing more of a NPR style radio show now, where we will just be simply talking with each one of you in an almost monotone voice, and we'll be kind of explaining exactly what's going on around the world of metal detecting. My name is Lance, and you're listening to the brand new Q&A with GDA, or the GDA Q&A show. I hope you enjoy this brand new style. NPR radio seems to be really popular with all the up-nosed and snotty people around the world, at least in the United States, who think that they're better than most everybody else. And we're going to try to continue that on this radio show as well. And by the way, I'm going to... Nah, screw that. You know what? We're going to be doing this live. We're going to be having a lot of fun doing all this stuff. You guys are the reasons that we love doing this. So we want you to know that we are here for you. This podcast isn't going anywhere. We love you guys. And tomorrow we're going to be having another live show, and we want you to come in and check us out. So tomorrow we are going to be having a very special guest with us, Sonia, who was supposed to come on the show last time. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it. She was supposed to go to a movie with her son. We're going to be having Frank Lapergolo from Detect America. Most everybody that listens to this show listens to his show as well. So make sure you check them out. They're hosted on the on the Spreaker as well. So make sure you check out Detect America on iTunes and Google, wherever you get it. Plus, we're going to be having a special appearance from Siren Kimmy, who's coming in tomorrow, and she's going to be dropping some of her nuggets of knowledge. You know, we got to have that one good-looking person between the three of us ugly guys. So if you want to go ahead and give me a call, I'm going to be available for the next hour. This show is 1 hour long, and we're going to be sitting here recording the show and taking any phone calls that you guys might want to talk about. So until then, I'm going to go ahead and play one more song, and we're going to be right back in just a few minutes. Anyway, oh, by the way, did I share with you the telephone number? I didn't think so. So the telephone number is area code 920-455-5118. That's area code 920-455-5118. Feel free to call in anytime that you want and let me know that you want to talk. We'll take anybody. If you got something to say, if you got something that you want to talk about, if you got some complaints, you can go somewhere else with those. And anybody else who has any kind of an insult toward me, I'm more than willing to take it. So please don't do that. But anyway, until we see you in just a second, this is going to be Thumbs Sleep on the Couch.
It started well when we first met, her cheeks blushed. I'm so moronic, I'm still trying to figure it out. Years later and many more bust-ups and all that joke and shout. Clinging on for the sake of a lost cause. She said she's insecure, I know she's texting her ex. I got these records spun on repeat, so I can't hear our best. I sleep on the couch now, and she hangs out at the bar. She's wrecked, I'm fucking vexed, and now she knows that when she comes back calling, I'll put a blocker on my phone. I've moved on, got sick to death, and came undone. I feel better now we're done. I was a drugger, every solution. I saw a reason to still stay on top with the world, and that's how I got messed up and broken. She earned her share of bills. I sleep on the couch now, and she hangs out at the bar. She is wrecked, I'm fucking vexed, and now she knows that when she comes back calling, I'll put a blocker on my phone. I've moved on, got sick to death, it came undone. I feel better now we're done. I sleep on the couch now, and she hangs out at the bar. She's wrecked, I'm fucking vexed, and now she knows that when she comes back calling, I'll put a blocker on my phone. I've moved on, got sick to death, and came undone. I feel better now we're done.
All right, so that was Thumbs, Thumbs, Sleep on the Couch. My name is Lance, and this is the GDA Q&A. Glad every single one of you can make it in and listen to the show or watch the show live. I got somebody watching right now. Not even too worried about it coming out to live. This show is going to be available for download on the iTunes and Google Play Store within a couple hours after I get done. Now, I want to go ahead and talk with you guys about my last couple weeks. You know, they haven't been entirely too incredible, you know, but I did happen to get back out. One of my permissions was doing extremely well, and I was back out there. And what had happened is while I was out metal detecting, I was watching this guy walking his dog along the fields, which I thought was kind of odd because I'm a good 2.5 miles from any of the nearest towns. And so I'm watching him walking his dog around. And so after a while, he just kept watching me, you know, glancing over at me while I'm out there swinging on the field. And he kept just kind of watching. And then finally he was like, you know, I'm yelling over to me. He's like, you know, I'm curious exactly what you're finding out there and what you're looking for. So I told him, you know what, I'll go ahead and come on over there and I'll show you. Don't walk out here. It's way too muddy. So I walked over to him. And I was showing him some of the coins I'd found. I'd found an 1874 3 Pfennig coin from Germany. I found a couple other finds. Now, one of the things that I've been looking at is that field is kind of World War II related. It was a German Luftwaffe field. And he started talking about that and letting me know, and it started corroborating a lot of the information that I had about that was going on in the field during the Second World War. And what I saw, he became really, really curious about the hobby and everything else. And the more we talked and the more we kind of passed information back and forth, he's like, you know what? I see a story here. I was like, well, yeah, you know, I'd love to get my word out, you know, somewhere, get word out and let people know about it. And he's like, well, I'm a writer for the local paper. And I was like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, I'd love to write a story about your hobby and what you do and take photographs and stuff and have it included into the newspaper. And I was like, wow, that's really, really cool. Yeah, I would definitely love to do that. It should be able to help me get more permissions. And so the guy was extremely excited about it. He loved everything that I was telling him about. And so next month, we're going to be going out to one of my permissions in the town nearby. You guys might know it as the Coin Field if you watch any of my videos. That's the place where I found a old horse track or a horse path from the town out to another city, actually about 20 miles away. And the path used to be there, but it got shut down and turned into a farmer's field in about 1875, somewhere around that time. And so we're going to be out there and hopefully looking for a lot of coins out there. He's going to be taking photographs, interviewing me, my good friend Benchy, and Dr. A, which is part of the Schweinfurt Schatzsucher team. And so it's going to be a great time. So I'm going to go ahead and take you guys off. We're going to be listening to Butch Holcomb with Silver and Gold. And when I come back, we're going to be heading over to the UK and we're going to be talking first. Well, we're going to be talking with one of the guys that's currently sitting out there at the GDA UKDF rally in the UK and see how that's going this weekend. And so I'll see you guys in just a few seconds. Here comes Butch Holcomb, the guy I didn't know could sing but has 2 songs.
Silver, looking for gold, hoping to find the things that were lost, just enough riches to cover the cost. Be it 20, 50, or 1,000 or more, just just enough gold to cover the score. Not enough silver to balance the tab, no matter how deep you dig. Silver and gold makes the men crazy, makes the women bold, makes them fight and it makes them cry, chasing silver and gold till the day that they die. I set out for the promised land, looking for treasure in a pile of sand, seeking my fortune and seeking my fame, looking for riches in a poor man's game. Saw a man 6 feet in a hole. He said, "Leave me alone, don't touch my gold. And when it's all over and the work is done, let me toil again tomorrow in the blazing sun."
As flagrant as detecting and digging up a sewer line. This is the GDA Radio podcast. Black GDA are not only our sponsor, but they're also really good friends of mine. So what I'd like you to do is head over to www.blackada.com and see for yourself the wonderful line of advanced digging accessories that they have available on their website. Now, I know what you're thinking. Digging utensils specific for metal detecting are going to be way overpriced. Well, let me burst that bubble, buddy. Each one of their items are extremely affordable, so they could be bought by just about anybody. And there's a reason why they're considered one of the best digging accessories on the planet. Each one of their items has reinforced shafts to really thick welds that can really stand just about any abuse you throw at them. I have the Stingray, and I've been using that on a hard-packed field that has a whole lot of stones in it. And believe me, it's been tearing through all that like they were butter. And that extended invader is one of the greatest things that I have for open fields. There's no need now to bend over and dig a hole, then rescan it with the metal detector. I can dig a hole while standing up and then scan the hole with my metal detector to see if I've got the object out. It really saves my old knees. So head over to www.blackada.com, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed with the objects that you see on their website. From sand scoops to shovels, everything that they got is some of the best on the planet. That's blackada.com. So as soon as we get done with this podcast, head over there. Don't go over there right now. Go over there as soon as you get done with the podcast. No, seriously, not right now, after the show.
The best DJ in the world. Probably.
Hey, welcome back. This is GDA Q&A. I'm Lance, and you're listening in live. And if you're not live, then you're listening in from the iTunes or the Google Play download. Thank you for choosing the GDA. We're going to be doing this every day one day prior to our live GDA podcast. We're going to be kind of recapping some of the stuff that happened the week before. And we're going to be talking to each one of you guys to try and find out exactly what's going on everywhere around the world. So if you want to call in and let me know that if you're out metal detecting right now, the call-in number is 920-455-5118. If you want to just call in and tell me how ugly I am, I'm more than happy to take that phone call. So that's 920-455-5118. Feel free to call in and let me know. I got the phone lines back up finally. They were down for a second. I saw there was a couple phone calls that had come through. So if you were that guy that was calling or girl that was calling earlier, feel free to give a call again. I'm here for you now. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys over to the UK, where one of my great friends, Luke Higgins, with his wife, Laura, is currently sitting on the edge of the field at the GDA UKDF rally, and he's going to give you a little bit of news. So I'll talk to you guys in just a sec.
Hey, Lance. So Luke here from the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine, just with a quick news update of some of the stories that our magazine has covered over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Well, the top story has to be the discovery of a silver Roman denarii hoard by the metal detecting group Southern Detectorists. And what made this even more amazing was the fact that metal detecting YouTuber Stephen Orca, aka the man with the hat, was actually on site and recorded the hoard being found. He recorded the coins being removed from the earth, and it was incredible to watch. And I would say to anyone that hasn't seen it, go onto YouTube, log on to the Man with the Hat's YouTube channel, and it's well worth watching. There's a couple of videos there of that incredible discovery. We had another hoard come up in the UK as well, in Cumbria, which was a Bronze Age hoard. It had a bracelet and 3 lock rings, which were all made of gold. The hoard was found by 2 metal detectorists, and it was found in a small hollow in limestone bedrock and was covered over with a large stone. The copper alloy fragments were also found, and they appeared to be part of a bangle or a strap, while the bracelet shared characteristics with one from Beachy Head in East Sussex that is now with the British Museum. So the purpose of the lock rings that were also found is very much debated. So they're normally found in pairs, but it has been suggested they may have been a form of high status personal ornament, particular to the late Bronze Age, so possibly earrings or some kind of hair decoration. But again, an incredible discovery, and the full story is available on the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine. And the GDA UKDF rally in East Hopefuley, England. I'm actually just sitting just on the edge of the field now. It's a field right by a scheduled medieval settlement. So hopefully lots and lots of finds. We're hoping for hammered coins. It's a real well-known Roman area as well. So hopefully the GDA UKDF rally today will have some amazing finds that we can share on the GDA and UKDF Facebook pages. So if you're not aware of the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine, we have a Facebook page. Have a look. Give us a like if you like what you see. And there's also the main website as well, which is archmdmag.com. So that's archmdmag.com. Cheers, Lance. Have a good one.
We'd like to present to you the best looking DJ in the world, but we can't. So here's
Heavy metal at its best. The GDA Podcast Radio, always detecting heavy metal.
Well, I'm wishing everybody out there at the GDA UKDF rally the best of luck. I'm hoping that everything's turning out really good out there. I hope the weather stays clear for them over here in Germany. It's not too bad. It's actually staying dry out. The sun was out for a little while earlier, but right now the clouds are rolling in. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to head out tomorrow morning when the wife heads off to work. But otherwise, I'm going to be sitting around getting ready for the live show tomorrow. Like I said, we got Siren Kim coming on. She's going to be joining us on the podcast tomorrow. We got Frank Lopergolo coming in as well. So this is going to be a really great show. And then we also got Sonia, the one who was supposed to be on the show last time. She's coming on. But the good thing is that unfortunately, last episode is going to be a lost episode. It's going to be a lost episode. What had happened is that my computer, my Mac, somehow lost all its memory. It completely lost all the, everything. The hard drive was completely full. And I don't understand exactly how that happens. Technology is one of the things that we cannot live without anymore, but it seems to be hindering us more and more every single time we use it. But that's technology. And as long as I'm able to get out to you guys this time, you can play these great songs. We can talk about some of these things that are coming around. If anybody wants to call into the show, that's area code 920-455-5118. Feel free to call in. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit of backstory about one of your favorite guys that's on the GDA podcast radio. Everybody knows who Dave DiNatale is. Everybody knows him as V3I Sweeper. They know him as, the XP Express. He's got all kinds of names. There was a time back in the 1980s when he was a little bit of a controversial guy, and I might even be able to get him to come onto the show right now by calling you in. But he used to be a bit of a controversial guy back in the 80s. If any of you were alive back in the 1980s, and I think that's most of you anyway, then you know that there was something that used to be referred to as cable access television. And if you remember a movie that used to be called Wayne's World, well, I guess it's still called Wayne's World, but if you remember the movie called Wayne's World, they were a couple of public access television guys and just crazy and everything else. And they put out their privately owned or privately run television show and put it out on television and became hugely popular. Well, for our fabulous friend Dave DiNatale, that's the exact same thing that happened with him. Him and a friend put out a show that was called Dino and Rocco's Back Alley. And it was a show that was based in, supposed to be taking place in a back alley, I guess, in the Bronx, New York. And, they hit some rather touchy subjects. They were a comedy show, and boy, they were dirty. They were controversial. They really loved to brush the cat the wrong way, if you know what I mean. So that's how Dave got his start from there. You can find some of the Dino and Rocco's Back Alley shows on YouTube as well, but make sure that you definitely know what you're getting into prior to it. They were, there were no holds barred. They weren't cussing or anything, but some of the subject matter was quite questionable. So if you want to go ahead and check those guys out, go ahead and check them out on YouTube. Afterwards, Dave became an actor and moved out to Hollywood for a little while and became an actor. He starred in a movie about a man who was sent to death to the electric chair, who got actually tied into the chair and escaped from prison at that exact moment. And started a huge manhunt. And there was all the backstory about what happened with the guy and how he was wrongfully framed and sent to prison and sent to death. And if you haven't seen it, you got to definitely check it out. Hopefully Dave would call. I was hoping he was going to call in and let me know what the name of the show, what the movie is. But what we'll do is we'll have him tell us what the name of the movie is tomorrow. I can't remember anymore. It was a small independent film. This was back in the 90s. I believe it was the 90s, and it's not that bad of a movie. I've actually seen the whole thing. I know the whole thing is available on iTunes, so I'd love to have Dave just give us kind of a heads up about it. But that's how Dave got his start, and from Hollywood, he kind of stopped and moved out to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where he currently resides homeless up on the top of the Lambeau Field up there. No, he's not homeless, everybody. I'm just kidding with you. He does happen to break into the Lambeau Field and broadcast from up on top. And if you've seen the live videos, he's up there somewhere. So you'll have to definitely check in tomorrow, and we'll talk with Dave tomorrow and find out exactly what that movie's called. So I'm going to be taking another break. We got about another 15 minutes left. I'm trying to get a hold of the guys out in the UK on the field to see exactly if we can talk with them, but it looks like they've got a really bad signal out there. I've got my phone here. You can see I've got them. So I'm messaging, and but it's just not going through. So I'm hoping that I can get a hold of Neil out there. Neil Bailey is currently sitting on the sidelines out there waiting to give me a call, and I might have to bring him up on Facebook Messenger, but we'll check that out in just a second. And until then, let's listen to TG Copperfield, one of my newest favorite bands. These guys are out of Germany. If you haven't listened to them, check them out on iTunes. TG Copperfield, just like the magician. See, nothing in my hands. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys in just a few seconds. For now, this is TG Copperfield. Helping hundreds of people annoy their families while driving in a car. This is the GDA Radio Podcast.
Cigarettes and watching TV, trying to get another frame of mind. Changing records every 90 seconds just to keep me busy all the time. We've been talking about the same old topics till we drown the silence in our tears. What's been happening, no one has an answer. Baby, we have changed over the years. I still can feel you deep inside. The world stood still and the silence got loud. Ooh, the fire went out. Ooh, the fire went out. The sacred place that used to be our home now is a gallery of broken dreams. Just when you think that you have seen it all, now here's another gallows joke for you. I still can feel you deep inside. The world stood still and the silence got loud. Ooh, the fire went out. Ooh, the fire went.
All right, we're going to have to see if we can actually...
it's Niall.
Hey, what's going on, Niall? How's it going out there? Hey, Niall, how do you hear me out there? So, how's the hunt going out there? Oh, sorry about that. I disconnected my headset, so I was just wondering how's the hunt going out there? Niall, you hear me? Well, let me call. I'm gonna call Luke back in just a sec. Yeah, we're gonna get him right over the computer here, and let me do this real quick. We'll get Luke right on here. We'll definitely talk with them because I want to definitely find out what's going on out there, because this is a great thing. This is our first actual GDA backed rally, and Luke Higgins is actually the one that's actually holding it out there. Niall, you hear me at all? Oh, see, this is what happens when I have technology and I don't know what the heck I'm doing anymore. Oh my Lord, where is my plug here? So this is the first time that GDA has actually been supporting one of the hunts, and Luke Higgins is the one that's out there actually running it. Niall, can you hear me? I'm not sure why this isn't picking up. There's definitely going to be a bit of a edit point here. Unfortunately, this is exactly what happens with a live call. I'm going to call him back onto this computer because this one's the one that's actually hooked up to the internet. Unfortunately, I was too quick to start pressing buttons. and was too eager to talk with them before actually hitting the thing. So, well, you see exactly how these things happen. I got all these. Thank you. I got all these computers and pads and phones and absolutely going all at the same time. And what happens is that sometimes it just goes bad. So let's see what's going on. All right, so I think I can get him now. Let me find Niall. Niall is online. And it is ringing, so let's see if this works.
Hello.
Hey, Niall, how's it going?
Oh, hi, Lars. Yeah, I can hear you now. That's a bit better.
Unfortunately, I was so eager to actually answer the phone that I hit the first one on my pad, and I realized, oh, crap, I don't even have my speaker hooked up there. And then I hit it again.
I can hear you now, loud and clear.
So I went through 2 different devices before I finally realized, oh, wait, this is the one that's online. So anyway, yeah, so you're sitting out there at the GDA UK DF rally. How's everything going out there?
Yeah, we're just pretty much packing it up now. Yeah, it's a sort of mixture, really. It was, it was all ploughed fields, but yeah, we had a couple of military buttons, some pre-decimal coins. I had quite an unusual lead toy rat with holding a sword with a red jacket on. Yeah, and so some unusual bits, but yeah, quite quiet in the whole of it.
Huh? That's just crazy. Yeah, a rat, you said.
Yeah, it was sort of like old lead toy soldiers. It was like one of them, but a rat. So I'll post some pictures later. Yeah, but it's got a red jacket on and it's holding a sword. So it's quite weird to think that they used to make toys for kids out of something that's poisonous. So yeah, quite unusual.
Yeah, I found a couple of lead Indians actually on a field over here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is. Crazy things. Yeah. Now, as far as anyone else, how have all the other ones been going? Any good finds show up today?
Yeah, we had a couple of silver shillings, Georgia 5th shillings, a Sunday school good attendance badge, which is another unusual find, and quite a few farmers' trade tokens as well, lead trade tokens. So, yeah, not a bad day really at all.
No, that's fantastic. And there's one more day of this. So anybody that's listening or downloaded this, if you guys want to head on out, there's one more day that you can get out onto these fields. Now, they are historic. There was medieval settlement out in this area and some Roman activity. None of that's been broke into so far. No,
not yet. I mean, the area, there was Romans about here, but we haven't really spent that much time on the land. We've only spent 2 weekends here, so hopefully some Roman will come up.
Yeah,
We'd
hopefully.
like to think so anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Niall, you're going to be coming on to the GDA podcast show in the next couple weeks. I don't want to give anything out. This is kind of a special treat from Well, it's your story, but I know the whole story, and nobody else that's on part of the GDA podcast knows this. And I can't wait to get you back onto the show and talk about exactly what happens. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and give you the absolute best luck from everybody over here at GDA while you're out there tomorrow.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Lance. And I say we arrange that next podcast if you like, you know, and then we can get the ball rolling on that, and yeah, hopefully make a good story, won't it?
Yeah,
I don't want to give too much away.
It will make a great story. I'll just let everyone know. Make sure you have a tissue handy. This is a great story.
It's a happy story, though. It's not a sad one.
Yeah, exactly. It's a happy cry. All right, so I'm going to let you get back to Luke. Give Luke and Laura a great big hi from me, and
I will do.
All right, and good luck out on those fields tomorrow. Let's get you out there into the Roman fines first.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll let you know if we get anything.
All right, that's fantastic. Well, we'll be again live tomorrow, so I might be able to, if I can remember which computer to call you on, I might just give you a call tomorrow as well.
Okay, cheers, Lance.
All right, cheers. Talk to you then.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so that was Niall Bailey sitting in the UK. He's currently sitting out on the field. That is where the GDA UKDF rally is happening. As they say, currently right now, day one is done of the second week. So it's going each weekend right now. Day one of the second week is done. They have not broken into the Roman. They have not broken into the medieval yet. So we're really looking forward to getting all that stuff in there. So we're going to do a really short break right now. We're going to cut over and we're going to be listening to Al Hill. He's the husband of the singer that everybody knows that who sings I Dug It Up. She is a metal detector. He's not so much. But he is a great blues singer who just got an award in Nashville for the greatest blues album. And we are honored to have one of Al Hill's songs on here called Nothing I Can Do. So we're going to be heading over to Al Hill right now, and we will talk to you guys in just a few seconds. Oh, wait, I got some issues going on myself right now, so I'm not entirely sure what is going on here. I love technology, don't you? Anyway, so yeah, let me go ahead and restart my program. See, this is what happens. I started talking with Niall, and all of a sudden everything kind of went crazy. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here right now. This should not be doing this. All right. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play the song really quick right here on the Mac itself. And until then, I will, just bear with me, folks. This is a live show. You know exactly how it is. And I wish I could find out what's going on right here because nothing seems to be working. And this is really upsetting. But anyway, yeah, well, just keep talking. Well, anyway, one of the things that I've been finding a lot recently, which I couldn't be happier about because it's one of the things that I've always been looking forward to finding is World War II stuff. I haven't released the video yet. I still got to edit. I had to recently reboot my MacBook. If you know me, then you know that my MacBook is like my baby. It's the one thing that I love about computers right now. And unfortunately, my MacBook had completely filled up its memory, and I don't understand exactly how 500 gigabytes filled up so quickly. And so I had to reboot my computer right before editing. And I had to get everything over to an external hard drive, which means all my videos, all my photos, all my music, everything that I'd ever done is sitting on a hard drive. And now I need to get it back on here and get everything up and running. It's going to take a bit of time, and I know it's going to happen. But, you know, it's just something that takes a little bit. So we'll get it going. You know, I'll get this video up and edited, and you're going to be really excited to see something that I found. I know I sure am. And I just got a whole bunch of thumbs up from Luke. Oh, wow. He went crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thumbs up from Luke. So things are going really good out there. I'm going to check this and see if this works now. I just don't know why this isn't working. This should be. I mean, this is upsetting. And I'm not entirely sure exactly why this is going bad. You hear all that? That's really upsetting me, and I don't know what's going on.
Turn that shit up.
There it is. So we got it there. How do we have it here? Nothing. Now the thing doesn't even want to play. This is just crazy. You know, this is why I do the show on Saturdays. This is me getting ready for the Sunday show. And things just aren't working out right. And I'm not entirely sure why. See, now my software here seems to have died. Don't know why. Let me try this. I'm going to try and play a song on here. Let's go a little bit of Joan Jett. Don't know what's going on. So we got Joan Jett going. So you guys are coming on the journey with me as I get everything all set up. I'm glad to have you guys along. So I'm gonna get back over. Come on, Joan. Let's stop. All right, so I'm gonna get back over to the software that I have.
We'd like to present to you the best looking DJ in the world, but we can't. So here's.
All right, so. All right, I'm going to take you guys off. We're going to listen to Al Hill. This is like I was saying, this is the husband. This is the husband. We're going to be taking you off to listen to Al Hill, the husband of one of our favorite singers, Whit Hill, who we all know sings this song. I dug it up, and she's a metal detector. He's not much, but he just won an award for his blues album, and it's called Willie Mae. And we are honored to actually be able to play one of his songs called Nothing I Can Do. Now I'm going to be giving you his new song, Nothing I Can Do, and we'll talk with you in just a second.
We'd like to present to you the best looking DJ in the world, but we can't. So here's
I could write the sweetest song I could do a been so long, but there's nothing I can do about you. I can make a diamond stone, I could break the devil's bones, but there's nothing I can do about you. When I need a little action, you got things to do. My love's a blazing fire, baby. I met my match in you. You stand before me, you lead me on. First you kiss me, and then you're gone. But there's nothing I can do about you. Train, but there's nothing I can do about you. Oh, I guess I should leave you, baby. Break free of these chains. I know I've got the power, but honey, you hold the reins. You're on my mind, you're on my head, my only truth is what you said, and there's nothing I can do about you.
You heard it here first. Another exclusive track. Right now.
That was Al Hill, Nothing I Can Do. I'm glad that you guys have tuned in to me, watching me live right now. All three of you that are currently watching me live as I do this right now, feel free to leave a comment or anything. Let me know how you are, who's listening in, and we are going to be talking with Dave in just a second. We'll get him to call us on Facebook so I can go ahead and just get him right into the conversation. So let's get him in here right now. Dave, I know you're listening. Give me a call on Facebook. Just send me a call out on Facebook. We'll definitely get you in on the show. And we'll get him onto the show, and we'll get his input on everything that's going on right now. Hey, Laura, glad you're listening in. I am so glad Laura's listening in. Loving out here. Glad you love it. Waving to both you and the twins, Laura. I don't know if you're at home and Luke is out digging the grounds up, or if you're out there holding the twins while he's digging the ground up, or if he's holding the twins. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but we love you and we're glad that you're listening in as well. And I got somebody that wants to say hey to us all.
Hey, I didn't know this was a sexual show. Luke's holding his wife's twins. What's going on here?
hey. No. But yeah, we got the GDA UKDF rally going on right now in the UK, and Luke is out there. He's the one that organized the whole thing. God bless him for doing that, but he's out there doing that. This is the first day of the second week. Nothing really massive has been found yet out there, but they're definitely hoping to hit the Roman and the medieval really soon. So how's it going, Dave?
It's going good. It's really hot here in Green Bay right now, and I'm just installing air conditioning into my cardboard box because I'm homeless. According to you, your on-air accusations about me and my acting career.
Well, I didn't.
Yes, I
I didn't think you were homeless. I thought you were living upstairs. You'd broke into Lambeau Field and were living upstairs.
Yeah, we got a little crawl space up there that I'm kind of hiding out right now. It's really hot. I'm trying to get some of the air conditioning kind of set. I'm kind of mixing things up. I got a lot of rolls of toilet paper tubing, and I just kind of connected it into Coach's office and put it right into my cardboard box. So I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing really, really good. Trying to get everything up and ready for tomorrow. Been running into a couple of technical issues going on right here.
Yeah, I think the people are going to try to call you up, and you can't really get a hold of you because there's no. The phone number says it's disconnected, or it's no longer in use, or it's not a working number.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I was just calling it myself, and it was ringing and ringing, but I get no information that it's coming through.
Well, you after about 20 rings, an operator will come on and say something like that.
Yeah, I'll double check that. But what we'll be able to do is that tomorrow we'll be able to most likely just get people to call in over Facebook. Seems to be the best way to do it. Anybody that's going to have anything that they want to say, they can just call in over Facebook, and we'll talk to them that way. And anybody that we're going to be talking with personally, we're going to get over Skype directly or through our Google Hangout as we normally do this. So
we're gonna have to figure that out because people are gonna try to call in tomorrow because we have Frank Lapergola from Detect America and Siren Kimmy's gonna be on there tomorrow too, and people are gonna want to ask questions. They're gonna want to call in, and so we're gonna have to figure something out or let them know how to call in.
Yeah, definitely going to have to. I'm going to have to see what's going on. I'm going to have to check my Skype account, what's going on here. There's definitely something goofy going on there, and it's really upsetting me.
Yeah, well, I just call it and say hello and wish you luck on this new endeavor you got going here. And we'll touch base with you tomorrow morning around 10 o'clock. You want me to get, so we can get things, make sure we get sound check and everything's working in order.
Yeah, and then anybody can start watching at about 11 o'clock in Central Time. That's 12 o'clock on the Eastern Time. And just adjust the hours from there. I'm not going to sit here and just list everything off. There's a whole lot of them.
Yep, and don't forget we have Sonia Harshman coming in. She is the XP Sonia, the XP Days Insider, and she'll be on tomorrow also. So, all right, Lance, you get to DJing there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be cutting off the air here in just a second, getting this out. I got to get ready. The wife's going to be coming home from work. Got to get some food done and heading off and getting ready for tomorrow. All right, Dave, I'll talk to you in the morning, and you have a great day. You heading out hunting at all today?
Too hot, no. Oh. Just hanging home. Yeah.
Really? That hot out there?
Yeah, it's getting 90 and humid.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, and that's crazy. All right. Well, then we'll definitely talk tomorrow.
Alrighty. Hasty banana.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. See you then.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was Dave. Everybody knows Dave D. Natale, Dino Dave. Glad he could come in and say, hey, how's it going? So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to give every single one of you a big thumbs up and a big shout out, because you guys were listening to me absolutely live. And, you know, I'm not perfect. I have issues, you know, I'm trying to get these things up and done. And, you know, stuff like that happens. Technology and everything else goes bad. But, you know, I'm going to do what I can do to get these things as perfect. It's going to take time to get these things up and running the way that I want it, the way that we want it, the way that you want it. So thank you for listening. You guys really rock. You make this show what it is. Make sure you pass it on and make sure you let everybody know. Do us a favor. If you listen and download our podcast over iTunes, leave us a review on iTunes. Let us know. Let all your friends know about it. Anybody who meddled the text, let them know about the GDA podcast on iTunes. We really definitely need the help getting word out there. Let everybody know. Until then, we are coming to you live from Schweinfurt, Germany, where it is almost 6:30 in the evening. We're going to have one more song for y'all. This is a new band that I'm working with. They're going to be playing another song tomorrow on the show as well. But this one today, this one is going to be the official first time that we play a song from them. Now, what do you get if you kind of cross bluegrass with country and a little bit of thrash metal? That's right. You get thrash grass. This is a band called The Native Howl, and we're going to be playing a song right now called Doomed from the Start, and this is going to take us out. I want to thank every single one of you for coming in and listening to the GDA podcast. Because of you guys, we do what we do. And until then, that is us.
Heavy metal at its best. The GDA Podcast Radio, always detecting heavy metal.
Yeehaw! Come on, boys. Hey, Mark here. Bartender.
And don't forget to let everybody know that in just about a couple minutes, this will be available for download.
From the start, could be a gunshot or attack of heart. The nuclear reaction could pave the way. Before the day your head reach your heart and bring you right back to the start. We're all doomed. So for another drink my way. Well, it must have been about a year ago I heard the sound on the radio over there. And it made me crawl out of my skin. In the world, these boys know nothing about right from wrong. They can't make it sound good in a song. They don't know nothing about living in sin. Like us, right? We're all doomed from the start. Could be a gunshot or attack of heart. The nuclear reaction could pave the way. Before the day your head will reach your heart and bring you right back to the start. We're all doomed. So for another drink my way. Lord, let me tell you, we made it to Virginia. Just shy of a ghost, we were dodging tornadoes on the way to the coast with the love of a sinner to make a woman near my feet. Oh, now so the sky went by. The rain came down. doomed from the start to be a gunshot or attack of heart. Nuclear reaction fade away. For the day your head will beat your heart and bring you right back to the start. We're all doomed, so for another thing my way. We're all doomed from the start to be a pork chop in a shopping cart. Reptilian political figures make a mean saute. So hit the lights and bar the door. End up in the aisle of your grocery store. We're all doomed, so pour another drink my way. We're all doomed from the start. Be a judo chop or a poison dart. A superior alienation today. So pick up some ammunition and stockpile food. This ain't a superstition or a passing mood. We're all doomed, so for another drink my way. We're all doomed, so for another